Hello fellow modelers! Maybe you remember my recent Super Hornet wing modifications, and I promised that it was not all. In today's video I'm going to continue with a nose landing gear. As you can see, the kit wheel well is slightly simplified and has ugly square holes for door pins. The kit is a snap kit. It means that you don't need glue to assemble it. Consequently, are parts quite unsightly. Also, the whole wheel well is too much hollow, so mechanically you cannot make folded wheels because it simply does not fit to each other. I found a lot of photo documentation and decided to modify this part slightly. You can notice how deep the wheel well on the original aircraft is. You can theoretically use documentation also for older Horten versions, but in practice a lot of details are different. But you don't notice if you are not a Horten mechanic. So let's start. The first step is to remove the wheel well entirely. The plastic is relatively soft, so you can use razor saw or metal files. I use this method for similar scratchable modifications when I started with models a few years ago. Nowadays I have a Proxon or Dremel electric tools with micro milling cutters, so it is easier. However, I use for details not electric tools, because you have a better control over it. Not much is left of the plastic. Another handy tools are nail files. You can smooth edges or remove plastic dust with them. Okay, we have a large hole in the kit, so what now? You can buy a styrene plastic boards of different sizes and thicknesses. Also handy are some plastic profiles. And I use styrene because I can glue this material with the same glue which I have for plastic models. So I am making a basic frame for the wheel well from a 0.2 mm styrene board. Now a small test of a gear fitting in the folded position. It is much better and more realistic, I guess. So now it only remains to add some details according to photo documentation of the original aircraft. You can find a link with some pictures in the video description if you want to upgrade your model also. I am not fan of a white plastic, so I am unifying frame with a primer. You can use for some fuel or hydraulic hoses plastic profiles, old electric conductors or other materials like brass, copper or lead. The scratchable modifications is creative process and you can experiment with materials or some stuff which you have home already. In the end you can make a nice improvements only from conductors and old plastic warning signs. Like here on my old model which I made a few years ago. I searched for some photos with the details and I realized that the back section of the wheel well is not in the same high level, therefore section for hydraulic is higher. It is easy fix. I'm not expert or mechanic of Horten, but this large hose is probably a fuel line from in-flight refueling adapter, which is located near the cockpit. Another material which I like for small details is epoxy putty. You can make more complex shapes or tiny details. I use it for hose rings. I recently bought a circle puncher. This tool is not cheap, so another technique is to tension residual sprue from the kit with a flame and cut small circles with a razor blade. If you want to play with the details, you can also add some 0.1 mm rivets. So the basic details and construction are done. Now I'm gluing a large number of the wires. I like World War II planes because they usually have only a few wires, but these modern beasts are quite crazy sometimes. They usually have kilometers of cables and hydraulic piping, so make at least some could be tricky. Anyway, I use primarily lead or thin wires of different diameters. You can buy some super thin solder on eBay or lead in your local fishing supply store. I prefer these materials because they are soft and you can easily shape them to needed position. And I use for gluing ordinary super glue. Okay, the last detail is gear lock. I already made similar improvements with my older aircraft models in 48 scale, but so far nothing so complicated in 72 scale. The number of parts that I added is 4 times more than has the whole kit, which is confusing. Cool is to compare it before and after. Funny, isn't it? Shame is that all the details are from the bottom side of the model and nobody will see them. However, I can sleep calmly that I didn't fool it this time. You can, however, expect that it is not the end. A similar problem with the missing details is with the landing gear itself. Luckily, I don't need to make it from scratch and only make some minor improvements from the kit part. I removed the wheel well and also holes for pins, so I can remove it from the leg also. Basic improvement which you can make is to drill out landing light and make cover glass from clear epoxy putty. You can notice that door for gear is not in the one part of the leg. There is a small gap. Therefore, I separating these parts, and I use for this purpose razor saw. The 72 scale is really small, and you need sometimes such a crazy tools like a 0.1 or 0.2 mm drill bits. The landing leg is molded from one part, thus it looks quite monolithic. Therefore, it's time for micro drill bits. If you are careful, you can use them as a milling cutter. The electronic boxes and landing signal lights are quite different, so it is better to remove plastic protrusions and make a new one from plastic profiles. So this is the end of the first part of the landing gear modification. In the second part I will also modify the main gear and even the wheel well. Sorry that I didn't make a full build video for a while, because this F-18 project is quite time consuming. And also I was not at home for a few weeks, so I have a quite delay with my model schedule. Never mind if you think that this customization was easy, but I'm glad that I motivate you to upgrade also your models. If not, that I do not say that you need to make the whole structure from scratch, and probably you can try at only a few wires or at least drill out landing light. On the painted model it would be lovely detail. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching, stay creative and see you next time.